So, hello everyone. In the last video, we analyzed this piece, the first section of this piece, and if you recall, this piece is written in the minuet 8 and trio form. So today I'm going to continue analyze this this piece, and from the second section. So last time we ended here, and now the trio the trio section has 5 flats. This is the first thing we notice, and whereas in the section before we only have 4 flats. So this suggests we are in a new key. And if we look at the first chord, this is a D flat major chord. We have D flat, A flat, and F. So I'm going to say this is in the key of D flat major, and this chord is tonic in the D flat major key. And so where is the pivot chord? Well, if we go back one measure, so this measure, now this chord is a dominant chord in the key of D flat major. So this is our pivot chord. Now let's continue. Here we have tonic in the first inversion and then dominant 7th in the first inversion if we look at chord like this. And here this D natural here is basically the passing note between this D flat and E flat. So it's a chromatic passing note. And here the F is basically the suspension from the chord before. Okay, now here we have dominant 9th, and then this here is basically dominant 7th, and this chord here is a auxiliate chord 3 in the first inversion. Well, because it is an auxiliary chord, so if you don't analyze this chord and then you just say, in that case, you would just say these 2 notes are basically passing notes, and that will be also fine. And then the second line is basically a repetition of the first line, so harmonically the same. So I'm just going to copy this from the first line. Now here we have chord 6, right? Chord 6, and then we have chord 2. So we look at chord like this, and this is basically a suspension from the previous chord, and or passing note. It's actually a passing note, accented passing note. And now we have chord 4 7th, and then we have what's this? This is dominant, right? And then we have well, this chord is dominant 7th, where the 7th note is here, right? And here we have a auxiliary tonic 6/4. This is not a cadential 6/4. This is tonic 6/4 because the bass line is not moving. So here it resolves to tonic. Now this part here, from here to here, is very familiar. It actually is it's very similar to here, right? In fact, the harmony are the same, but now we are in a different mode, namely the minor mode and harmonic minor mode, actually. So we're still in the key of D flat, but now we're in the key of D flat minor. So I'm just going to copy this from the section above, but I'm going to change all the capital T's into lowercase t's, and that will be 8. So this 3 chord is an augmented chord, and then here we have this. Now here is this it's different. So here we have what do we have? This is dominant 7th, right? Right, and yes, this is a passing note here, and now it resolves to the tonic. Oh, actually, it's the minor tonic. So now it resolves to the minor tonic here. Here we have a key signature change. So what key are we in now? Well, if we look at this section, there are 7 bars of the A major chord. So this is probably in the key of A major. Now, in the key of A major, this is chord 6 and dominant, and then resolves to tonic here, right? So where is the pivot chord of this modulation? Well, this chord, if we look at this chord, now this chord looks like a F sharp minor chord. Well, F sharp minor chord is inharmonically equivalent to G flat minor chord. So that is G flat, B double flat, and then D flat. So if it's a G minor chord, then this is also the subdominant of the previous key, namely the D flat minor key. And so that's here, and then here is all tonic until here we have chord 6, and then we are back to 5 flats, and then because we have D flat, F, A flat, so an F, so a D flat major chord here. So I'm going to say this is in the key of D flat major here. So this is a modulation to the key of D flat, in fact harmonic major, because the first chord, well, this is this F sharp minor chord is, again, we've said this before, this is harmonically equivalent to G flat minor chord. So if it's G flat minor chord, then this is a minor subdominant here, and then we have cadential 6/4 here, and then resolving to dominant 7th, and then resolves to tonic. And here, in fact, from here to here is the same as from here to here, right? So I'm going to skip these bars because they are identical harmonically. Now here we have tonic again, and then now here we have, if we continue to analyze this in this key, then this is a minor tonic here. And so why is this a minor tonic? Well, most likely this is a modulation. Well, this chord is a D flat major chord. Now here we have D flat minor chord. Now whenever you see a chord changes its quality from major to minor in the bar preceding it, then this very likely suggests that this chord is a chord 4 in the new key, namely the subdominant. So because if this is a capital subdominant, this is minor subdominant here. So if this is the subdominant chord, then what is the tonal center? Well, the tonal center would be A flat, right? Well, if we look at the key signature change here, well, in fact, this is the key of A flat major. So I'm going to write its modulation here. Okay, now here we have chord 2, right? Yep, this is chord 2. And here we have dominant 7th in the first inversion. And okay, now we're back to section A. This is tonic here. And so from this part to here, all the way here, is in fact identical to the first page from here to here. So let's skip these. And if you recall, this is tonic here, and then we had a tonicization here, 4/3, and then this is dominant 7th, tonicizing towards chord 2, 6/4, cadential 6/4, dominant 7th, and then tonic. And if we look at here is the same as here, right, harmonically, and also the same as here. So we just copy this across, and so yeah, so this is a passing 6/4 chord. Now usually this passing 6/4 chord implies there the bass note is a passing note, so G, maybe G or F natural, and then F flats, and then E flats. But here notice there is a leap here, but there is leap from this to here. Well, this is allowed here because this is a repetition from here, right? Harmonic syntax repetition. Basically, it extends the phrase. So that's why this is allowed, and similarly here, the same reason. Okay, thank you. This is the end of this harmonic analysis. If you have any suggestions as in what piece I should analyze next, please leave a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Thank you.